submitted $150,000 cash match for the planning activities by a previous resolution passed on May the 5th, 2011, whereby the City Council voted unanimously to approve $75,000 from the FY 2011 budget and $75,000 from the FY 2012 budget to the Elmo County Economic Development Authority to administer planning activities for the downtown and riverfront development. Section 3, that while monies from the city's FY 2011 budget have been appropriated to the Elmo County Economic Development Authority for the planning activities, it is understood that official planning activities will not begin until total funding for the project is secured in FY 2012. Section 4, that Jerry Willis, in his capacity as mayor of the city of Wetumpka, is hereby authorized and directed to submit said application on behalf of the city and to take other such actions as necessary to obtain the requested financial assistance. And this, anybody that would like to look at that later, it's basically the downtown business.
We have a motion to adopt the resolution.
Can we do that today?
Yes.
Yes.
It's a resolution, so we don't have to read it.
Right.
Motion to adopt the resolution.
We have a motion, do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion and a second, any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. Item 2, resolution, CDBG Community Enhancement Grant for Boys and Girls Club.
Whereas the city of Wetumpka is eligible to submit an application for funding assistance made available under the Housing and Community Development Act of 1974 as amended through the CDBG grant program administered by the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs. And whereas the city of Wetumpka is proposing to establish a Wetumpka branch of the Boys and Girls Club on the site of the former junior high school, and now therefore be it resolved by the city of Wetumpka as follows. Section 1, that the city of Wetumpka submit a PY 2011 Community Enhancement Fund application to the Alabama Department of Economic and Community Affairs for a community development block grant in the amount of $250,000 to renovate the gymnasium at the old junior high school as the site of the new Boys and Girls Club of Wetumpka unit. Section 2, that the city of Wetumpka will assure proper operation and maintenance of the proposed improvements by agreement with the Boys and Girls Club. Section 3, that the city of Wetumpka will provide $25,000 in cash matching funds made available by the Elmo County Commission for the proposed Boys and Girls Club unit, Wetumpka unit. Section 4, that Jerry Willis, in his capacity as mayor, is hereby authorized and directed to submit said application on behalf of the city of Wetumpka and to take other such actions as may be necessary to obtain the requested financial assistance.
Do we have a motion to move forward with this resolution?
So moved. Motion that we move forward with this resolution.
Do we have a second? Can I take your second there, Councilman Hammond?
Sure.
Okay. Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Thank you. No opposition. First reading of annexation ordinance.
Whereas the following persons, being the owners of all the real property hereinafter described, did file with the city clerk a petition asking that said tract or parcels of land be annexed to and become part of the city of Wetumpka. And whereas the petition did contain the signatures of the owners of the described territory and a map of said property showing its relationship to the corporate limits of the city of Wetumpka. And whereas the city council of the city of Wetumpka, being the governing body thereof, has found and determined that the said property hereinafter described is contiguous to the corporate limits of the city of Wetumpka, and that none of the said property lies in the corporate limits or police jurisdiction of any other municipality. Whereas the governing body did determine that it is in the public interest that said property be annexed into the city of Wetumpka, and did further determine that all legal requirements for said annexing said real property have been met pursuant to section 1142, 20 through 24 of the Code of Alabama. Now therefore be it ordained by the City Council of the City of Wetumpka as follows: that the Council of the City of Wetumpka finds and declares as the legislative body of the city that it is in the best interest of the citizens of the city and the citizens of the affected areas to bring the territory described in Section 2 of this ordinance into the City of Wetumpka. Section 2. The boundary lines of the City of Wetumpka being the same are hereby rearranged so as to include all of the territory encompassed in the corporate limits of the City of Wetumpka, and in addition thereto, the following described properties. The properties are owned by Vicki J. Vutonet and Frank F. and Cheryl Lynn Bertarelli. I have the legal descriptions, one being a parcel that is 6.25 acres, the second being a parcel that is 5.8 acres that adjoins the city limits of the state of Alabama property below Williams Road and adjoins Williams Road. Then there is a parcel of 51.32 acres that is on the north side of Williams Road. This ordinance shall be published as provided by law, and certified copy of same, together with the certified copy of the petition of the property owners, shall be filed with the probate judge of Elmore County. Section 4. The territory described in this ordinance shall be part of the corporate limits of the City of Wetumpka, Alabama, and voting District 4 upon publication of the ordinance as set forth in Section 3 above. And this is just the first reading. There is no action.
Okay, the next item would be scheduled work session for redistricting council districts for 4 o'clock next Monday. Do we have a motion to move forward with this?
Weekly at 4 o'clock,
Next Monday,
time with me.
4 o'clock? Okay, do we have a motion?
Motion that we schedule a work session for 4 p.m. next Monday for the purpose of discussing redistricting council districts.
Do we have a motion? Do we have a second? Carter? Any discussion? All in favor, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. The next item will be Wetumpka City Cemetery. You want to do that with a motion to get the prices on this, or just allow them to go ahead and get the prices on this?
Mayor, I'd like to put the record show that you can go ahead and get prices on putting the fence around the Wetumpka City Cemetery.
Okay, so we have a motion from Councilman Washington. Do we have a second?
Second.
We have a motion, we have a second. Any discussion? All in favor of securing these prices, let it be known by saying aye.
Aye.
Any opposed? Thank you. And the last item there, first reading, the ordinance lease property at Wolf Street needs to be reworked, so we'll present that at a later time. Boards and committees. Chamber of Commerce report.
Thank you, Mayor and Council. We have one announcement to make about a ribbon cutting for Two Guys Wireless. This will be on Friday, July the 22nd, 10 a.m., and we hope that you will all come join us and celebrate this grand opening and ribbon cutting with them. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Public comment? Motion to adjourn?
So moved.